We trade GUSH nearly every day, up and down. We either trade the SCO or the gush today. When I saw oil move up off the lows, and I saw that pre-market action in here, stall in that zone. I said, if this gets over 118.5, it's a day trade to 122 and 126. We reached 125 here. And then I said 131, as much as 131 possible. Well, here's 130.58, folks. And it wouldn't shock me if we saw 133 by the close. This is oil ETF gush. It's a double bull ETF for the oil and gas sector. 130 up 15.5 today, and we caught it down here at 119. A very nice trade there. We also like to trade. I like trading coal stocks. BTU has been a great trading stock. This stock broke out this morning and did this. Formed a little wedgie or flag right in there. See it? When it broke out, I put a buy on it, a little over 23. Within an hour, hour and a quarter, it was 25 nearly. So a good trade. And right now it's at 25 later in the day after dipping. PACB, another day trade. Pop pulled back and broke out. I like this company, so I would like to trade it when I see it pop. Pop through there. It was a trade around 555. And within an hour, it was nearly 6. And late in the day, it's now up 61 cents or 11.6% and trending. Here's a swing of ours rhythm. I want to point out the swing we put on this one, coming through this level right there. After taking out this entire 3-week pattern on volume, I put a trade on it, swing trade at 5 3/4. Well, within a month, the stock was 25. And a month later, it was 30, 31 almost. So it went from basically 5 3/4 to 31 in 60 days. Came down, but it's consolidating for 6 weeks now, 7 weeks. And now it looks like it's on its way up again. When the day began, rhythm popped and formed that wedge. And when it broke out of the wedge or started to break out, I put a day trade on it at 23 3/4. Currently $1 higher. Eli Lilly, fantastic spike up and pull back. And that's about where I gave you a day trade at 333. Eventually, within a few hours, it was 342 nearly for 9 points. ASAN is another good one. Did not do this one today, but I wanted to show you the kind of charts that we look for every day. When a stock pops and forms some kind of flag or consolidation, and pops again and does it again, it often means it wants to trend upward. It's just taking its time. It was a buy there and it was a buy there. And each time it kept going, and then it coiled and broke out again. It formed a little flag and eventually made it from all the way from the breakout point at 21.5 to 23.33. And these are the kind of trades that I give you every day at TechTrader.com. Today just happened to be dozens of them. Here's another stock I'm featuring for today that I really like called Zynex. It's been consolidating for 7 weeks in a nice stair-step move up. And I think it's getting ready for a big move. Through 9 3/4, my target's 11, 13, and 15. No, this stock was traded all the way up in the high 20s, near 28.9. Coming across this declining top line, which is close to, would be extremely bullish for the stock. Keep an eye on this one. As you can see, it's trending beautifully today, up about 6.5%. Once again, seed popping. Get long the stock, folks. I have a big personal position in it because I'm a big believer in the company and the chart, and that's most important. I'm a technical analyst. Fundamentals are fine, but they don't lead me and they don't direct me. What directs me is the technical trend, the underlying technicals, and things of that nature. That's my presentation for today. I wanted to take a few minutes and take some questions. I know you guys will probably want to know a little bit, or if you have any questions about any particular stocks and want to get my technical read on it, let's hear it.
All right, Moneyshow Virtual Expo attendees, if you have any questions for Harry, please type them in the chat. First question for you, Harry, is what is your outlook for the future?
Well, okay, I'll give you my take on the market. I'm a big believer that the market climbs a wall of worry. Joe Granville, circa 1966. Joe Granville was a guy who had about one time over 500,000 subscribers, and he was very market influential. He would say that you were two things I always remember. He said, you're better off not knowing the name of the company and just having a number on a chart. If you read the chart, it'll tell you what to do. If you find out too much fundamentally about a company and fall in love with what they're up to or what they're doing, you'll make mistakes technically. Let the markets lead you. Let the fundamentals interest you. Okay. But the market climbs a wall of worry and always discounts the future. Yeah, of course, this market's come down since November. And I'm talking about 35, whatever it is, percent on the NASDAQ. Now, we could be down 50%. That happened 80% in 2000. I don't think that happens this time. My near-term take is that we're extremely oversold. We were due for a rally. This isn't over necessarily. If you look at LA wave analysis, it's a 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 coming in, maybe you get a wave 5, we go lower in October. I don't know. But I'm a day trader and a swing trader. I trade short-term patterns. We get in, we get out, and overnight, for the most part, we're in cash, unless we're swinging something. And invariably, stocks that are day trades, that are breaking out and thrusting a big volume, will become your swing trades. My market take is simply that the market has a lot to do to prove to us that it's ready. Right now, a lot of technical damage was done. And you can see from this chart and the S&P that we've had a big 1, 2, 3. Now we're rallying sharply today, and we may close strongly and continue to rally, at least the mid-channel. My take is that is a probable rally into the 38, 30 range. Then we'll see where we go from there. If we get up as high as 39, 39.20, and then back off, I'm good with that. And then maybe we blow out and get back up to the 40,000 range. But for the most part, we're not done yet. The market may very well roll over in a fifth wave. If it gets up here and rolls over, we could come down to 33 to 3,400. I have several close people that I respect their analysis. They also feel the same way. If the market doesn't put on a show here, and a big one, and it's just a rally back to off resistance, off support. This is support, the bottom of the channel on the S&P 500. Now you know why we're bouncing. We're just oversold. Have we taken out the short-term trend line? Not even that. So until we get above 37.50 for starters, this might be nothing more than a technical bounce like it was in here. And it may extend, but there's a lot of worries and the market climbs a wall of worry. And it also discounts the future by 9 months. So 6 to 9 months in advance, the market will tell us what the economy is going to do. So this was forecasting what's going on now with interest rates. Actually, this goes back further than that. Look at the S&P 500 and a daily chart. You'll see the top actually came in December. The high was in November at the NASDAQ 100. Take a look at this drop. Is this a massive double bottom here? It might very well be. At the very least, we're getting a rally that should lead up towards the 4,000 range. We'll see what happens at that point. That's big resistance. That's my take. Any other questions?
All right, we've got another question right here, and that is, do you trade BTU intraday or swing?
Mostly intraday, but if you look at BTU chart, BTU was a swing back in here in April of 2021 when it broke through the inverse head and shoulder neckline right there and then retested and bounced. That's where I put it on around 6 3/4. My swing targets were 10 and 15, and we made it up to 19 before pulling back. So I could do either, but I like day trading it because it's one of those stocks that once it pops and breaks out like it did here, and then forms a little wedge and break, that was a great day trade. From that level of 23.13 to 25, not a bad day trade.
Absolutely, absolutely. Next question is, are your day trades bioscience stocks?
No, I trade anything. Like, for example, if I do have a lot of biotech stocks, I like them. Like today, Acumen, PRTA happen to be 2 big winners. BIAF was as well. B was in biotech, QTRX was. As it turns out, many biotechs were running today, so I'll trade them. KLEX popped and formed a wedge. That's an oil and gas stock. That was not a biotech stock. Nanox is an X-ray company. I don't know, call that biotech. But yeah, there were a lot of biotech stocks on my board today. You'll probably have noticed.
All right, our next question is, what is your take on boil natural gas?
You talk about BOIL?
Yes.
Well, first of all, nat gas, to me, I told everybody, this rally up here came with lower volume. It was very susceptible. When it came down and bounced and started to roll over, I said, look at the head and shoulders. My projection was 50 from 74. The low, 50.17. Right on the trend line as well, or near it. There's your trend line. See it? So my projection for now is a snap back to 68.70. And today it had a bullish engulfing bar, not quite engulfing, but a bullish bar. And if it closes here or higher, especially above 58.45, it could easily get, I think, to 65, 68. That's my take.
All right, next question is, do you trade AREC?
What? Oh, well, it's a cold stock. I like BTU and I like CEIX mostly. And then you can see they both had big days breaking out of their channels. If you look at the percent gain, BTU was up 12%, CEIX was up just 6.3%. AREC was up 9.8%, pretty good. I like it. Bit of resistance around 3. It's a cheapie in that sector. Your targets would be 3, 3.5, and 4. Anything else?
All right. Our next question is, what about a trade on NTRN?
NTRN.
M as in Mary.
Oh,
MTRN. M is in Mary, then TR, and then N is in Nancy.
okay.
So
MTRN.
yes.
Oh, Materion. Okay. Look, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave decline. So in Elliott wave terms, it's oversold enough for a bounce. It's been in a very distinct declining parallel channel. I see it moving averages and lateral price resistance up around 81. That's my target. It's 78.5 now. You may get 2-3 points on it. Then you're going to have a challenge about 81, 82. If it breaks through that, then you're good to go into the mid to high 70s, 80s, excuse me. What I don't like is the technicals. The underlying technicals are going nowhere. The volume is somewhat low. So for me, this is not a good choice. Not for me. There's plenty better ones.
All right, Harry. Well, it looks like that wraps it up for questions here. Thank you very much for the informative presentation on trading.
No problem. Thanks for having me and look forward to the next one. Folks, thanks for being here. One more time, go to thetechtrader.com. I think you'll find some really intelligent, astute traders who know technical analysis, know how to trade, and contribute to the site nonstop all day. You feel very comfortable there. There are no negative people. There are no egos in there. And for the most part, it's a place to be where you can feel good about coming to trade every day. Again, it's thetechtrader.com. Click start a free trial. Put your name in, your phone number, and a password, and you're set to go for free for 10 days.
Awesome free 10-day trial at thetechtrader.com, Harry. We will see you on the next one.
Okay, bye-bye.